Boro Aboye, educated Nigerians have a joke that they only have three types of children. They've got doctors, they've got lawyers, and they've got engineers. And um, I like that joke because it's good, to be ambitious and to have a standard for of excellence. At the same time, however, it's important that the standard of excellence also uh, matches, number one, with the full spectrum of reality, the real needs of our time. Um, those professions are super important, of course, um, as are other kinds of aspirations and vocations. There are other things that also need to be addressed and applied in our world in order for humanity to truly progress and experience the good condition that Olodumare has intended for us. Likewise, for us as individuals, it's important, it's essential actually, that we optimize our natural gifts and talents, that we identify who exactly we serve. It's essential that we are crystal clear about what is our ancestral promise and how do we use our natural gifts and talents to help deliver upon that ancestral promise. Because if I'm a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer, but I'm not fulfilling my ancestral promise and I'm not even in tune with my natural gifts and talents, then the quality of my life is going to suffer. And so the reason that I say all of that is because it brings me to a bigger picture that it's not about doctors or lawyers or engineers. It's about modern contemporary humanity being conditioned to respond certain ways and really fixed ways. It's like a fill in the blank kind of a reality that we live in. When you start to ask, what do you want? Who do you want to be? We have this fill in the blank, or kind of a mentality, or we have these four options: A, B, C, D, like we're taking a multiple choice test. But we're talking about our destinies, and so what I see happen within Orisha lifestyle is that people are fixated with the idea that in order for me to realize my destiny, in order for me to be whole and complete, in order for me to have any real value and a valid position or be able to contribute, I have to be initiated. I have to be associated with this Orisha or that Orisha. I have to be able to say that my Odu is this or that. I have to have this pot. I have to have this Ileke. I have to have this title. And that isn't true, most importantly. But in addition, it isn't what you want. Some people genuinely do want those things, but everybody doesn't want those. And it's important that you really come to grips with that and understand, what is it that you truly want? How do you truly want to show up in the world? What do you really need in your toolbox in order to create a masterpiece out of your life? It's not the same for everybody, okay? And so the personal priesthood certification process it begins in that process. There are three elements of the personal priesthood certification. The first phase is self-discovery. In the self-discovery, you got to get clear about who you are. And then who you are is not what you have. Who you are is not what you think. Who you are is not what you call yourself. Right? Who you are is the one who chooses those things. Coming into deep contact with yourself as the selector, as the chooser, is the first phase of personal priesthood. Okay? You're not necessarily going to learn that just because you got initiated. You're not going to necessarily learn that because you wear this Ileke or that Ileke. You're not going to learn that because you call yourself an Olorisha or a Babalawo or whatever. Just calling yourself those things is not going to make you become at one with yourself as the chooser. That's number one. Number two, second phase of personal priesthood is your daily practice. Your spiritual discipline is, you know, is important. It's like brushing your teeth. There's certain things that you just have to do every single day. Nobody knows, nobody cares, but you know, and it will impact your life and your destiny very, very powerfully if you can adopt a personal priesthood daily practice that will support who you are, will support your original choice, enhance your original choice, and then, you know, guide you towards the third phase of personal priesthood, which is sacred service. And sacred service is about identifying who you serve, and it's about identifying why you serve those people, or the cause that you serve, why you serve that cause, what it is that those people need from you, how, you know, you are the key. I was talking to one of my very good friends yesterday, and, you know, he's so wise and so brilliant because he knows so much more than I do. But he called and asked me a question about a particular verse, and, you know, I wasn't pretending to be humble. I was genuinely, you know, acknowledging the fact that he's much more knowledgeable than I. And he said, you know, but it's not about how many keys you have, because many keys don't open the door. It's one key that opens the door. And so you need to have the key that opens the door. And so it is with you. You are the key to a door that will open up the way for multitudes. You need to understand that what your service is about in that way. You are the key to many people's ability to gain access to something, many people's ability to avoid or avert certain things. You are the key to many people's destiny as well and their fulfillment. And so that is the third phase of personal priesthood. All of these things together are essential for you being able to live the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those who you're destined to serve. It doesn't come down to just the one size fits all, or the three sides, the multiple choice, you know, doctor, lawyer, engineer, or babalawo, olorisha, you know, chief, oloye. You know, those aren't the only options available to you. There's something that is essential to your life. There's something that's particular to your walk, and only you can do the work to discover those things and apply them in the way that they need to be applied in your particular context. Personal priesthood certification is a process that is designed and intended to help you do exactly that. So please, I invite you to check it out. Visit orishalifestyle.com/certification. orishalifestyle.com/certification. Classes are starting now. You are invited to live the medicine. Aboro aboye. Aboshishe.